What?
I don't know if I really want that in the video. That's a big safety thing.
What's wrong with that? Guys, welcome to Running Joe Off-Road. We're in for a good time.
Two that I know of, maybe 3, 1 in Provo.
Actually, I could turn back up.
Legit, this is something I always wanted to do.
I get
Back up.
Figure this is about the only way we're gonna get this thing semi-decent.
So
Well guys, we're back in the red car here. We are going to take and swap the steering columns. As we discussed in one of the previous videos, the steering column does not belong to this car. It is for the orange car. So we're going to swap it back, and we're going to put the red ones back in because we have the key for it, and then hopefully this thing will still run and drive after being pressure washed on the interior. But we'll go from there. So yeah, we'll go from there. It's going to be just a speed up. You'll kind of be able to see what we're doing. 17 mil looks like a 10 mil, and should be off.
Coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LABB who we running with, yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah, state your name, big been dope on flame, I just switched the lanes, damn he did it again, I just flipped the pain, stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LABB who we running with, yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action.
It is out.
Alright guys, as you see, we're Tyler here. We've got the steering wheel out. It's a little dirty. We might do a little bit of cleanup on it before we put it into the orange car, but that said, we are going to get the red ones back in and installed, so that way we can still move this vehicle. So bear with us, we're kind of the reverse clip. Then we're gonna move over to the orange car and do the same thing.
I'm active. If he never heard of being dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch, I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell him, Cialis, flawless, broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's in since she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, I came in, did it like the Porsches coming.
Hey guys, we've got the engine all wired back up. We're gonna reuse the harness that it came with for now, before we pull up from the red one. Batteries installed, steering columns installed. We actually pulled the command start that came with it. Flushed some coolant through it. We noticed that there was green coolant, not scaly, coming out of it, so that was nice. So we've got the battery in. We are going to attempt to start. No guarantees. 2. Wire. Feel the wire.
Jiggle the wire.
Okay, take 2. Yeah! Well, guys,
Not a misfire, but
it has a misfire. But we have stale fuel. Like, how old's the fuel?
Yo, can I grab this to work? There's like barely any fuel in it. No fuel lights on.
Oh, on the bright side here, guys, like, it's not even loud.
They don't like it when you step on it.
Well, that's a bright side, guys. So what we're gonna do is take a second here. We're gonna put some premium in it. I got some for the lawnmower. We likely have a vacuum leak.
Pull the plug.
Yeah, we'll check the plugs and see what they look like. It does have a new distributor on it, but on the bright side, in one day, we've purchased and acquired 2 cars. Both said not running. We've made them run within 24 hours. Basically 24 hours apart from getting the red one running, just putting a battery in it. And then honestly with the orange one, putting a column in it, hooking some hoses back up, and it fired right up. So we are extremely happy with that, because that means that this harness works. Which means we can definitely continue looking at our options with the red one.
The next day.
Well guys, we're back working on the orange car here today. We're gonna advance a day here. Thunderstorm rolled in last night. We had to cut our orange work down. I did do a bit off camera last night, so I'll do a little bit of catch up here. And hopefully the audio works out today, guys. I've got my wind guard on, my windsock. So what I found last night, guys, was, if I can get it to focus, is you can see the connector. This is the igniter, guys. It is melted. So likely speaking, that's causing a good chunk of our misfire at the moment. Found that the throttle position sensor wasn't hooked up. The IAC connector is loose, or is kind of in that same state that the igniter is. So we're gonna get moving forward here on pulling this harness and swapping it with this one's harness. This one's harness is in great shape. Honestly, when I started going through it last night, because I was gonna just take the igniter and swap the igniter until I saw the connector was just beyond repair. And I don't want to start cutting and splicing harnesses unless that's the last ditch effort. I'd rather get this harness out, order the connectors I need to keep this one running, because we got some plans and we're going to go over that. But I'd rather keep this one running, so we're going to end up doing some work to it. So that said, I'm going to start tearing this harness out, so that way we can get this harness into this harness. Tearing this one out was going to be harder than this one, just because of the fire damage.
Why am I here?
It stopped recording?
Yeah, it stopped
I
recording.
am not doing that again.
Well guys, as you can tell, I'll lay it out here and walk it out. So guys, hopefully this works. We got the the orange car harness out, and for anybody that's going to be wondering, well, running and started. This thing had a gas fire at some point. Switch over to manual focus here. And to be honest, we've got a good harness here, so we think. Previous owner that was trying to get it fixed up, butt splices, just taped it over. There's connectors that are melted. To be honest, Tyler and I made the executive decision, or I did. I kind of overruled him in this one, but I took a second to look at it last night. Again, like I said, it was off film, and said, nope, I am just going to change the harness. So I started pulling the harness last night. I got to the point that I really needed a help hand today. Tyler's here. Now we're essentially going to repeat the same steps that we just did on the orange car, but on the red car. Learned quite a bit, so I'll probably start with ECM and start pulling out from there. We had to undo some stuff. We know all the things that we need to pull, but should be golden.
You said I was a piece of art. You decided to paint my heart, but you colored it gray, then you put it in a frame, hung it beside other house gray as mine. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. But I wanted to fall in love so bad, like in the movies or the dreams. You're like in the movies or the dreams. You wanted to tear down my walls. You did that by sweet talking.
Well guys, we got the engine bay cleaned up. As you saw, we sprayed her down with some degreaser. It's much better. We got to pull the throttle body because we're going to use the old throttle body, or the throttle body from the red one, which we've got just cleaning right now. Not a huge ordeal, so we're going to get that pulled. We got the harness out of the red one, and it's in really good shape. Need to put some new electrical tape in a couple spots. We pulled the plastic clips that go on the back. We just got to put another one back on. And just check some connections. But reality is, guys, we're gonna steal the vacuum lines from the red one too. We're gonna keep the EGR, we've discussed that. We're gonna keep the EGR the way it is. And we should actually be running yet today. We'll probably do a first fire with the new harness. And that's pretty much what we're in the video tonight. But we're gonna get this put back in. It should be somewhat simple to put back in. We have a really good idea. We pulled it twice now, so it should go pretty smooth. We'll be chatting soon. So guys, we found why our one connector didn't exist on this cable. This is the speedo cable. There's a little bit of an electronic sensor signal on it and mechanical. You can see it got really hot. I don't know if that's focusing. All the vacuum lines are in this brittle condition. Gas valve basically worn out. And we had a fuel return line that Tyler had, and we put somewhere. Right here. This is the fuel return line. This is no more rubber on the outside. So, and you can see the big difference in thickness. So we're glad we are going through this, guys. Really glad we got two cars for $700, because these are little things that you do not account for usually when you're rebuilding these cars. So Reality is the red car, we have plans for it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We're starting, just the more we find, the more we pull, it might be worthwhile for us just honestly to leave it and pull what we need off of it and then send it to the garbage. So anyways, we'll keep you guys entertained, or we'll keep you guys in the loop. Well guys, we're well back into the reassembly stage. We're gonna start putting the factory plastics back on. I ran the wire in the firewall. It actually is taking us less time to hook it up and route it than it did to take the two apart. We ended up changing the speedo cable because it was broken. And then on the plus side, because what Ricer doesn't like it, I'm sorry if you think Ricer's a tacky word, we got a auto concept dash faceplates. So we're going to change the faceplate on this one, install the wiring. I think actually, to be honest, the wiring is probably in this orange car because the positive leads aren't there. So that's it, we're going to get that hooked up too. We're going to start looking for tires here tonight. Hopefully we get a first fire with the new harness, but we might not, we'll see. We're working our butts off, we've been going steady. Battery died, but that's okay. So I'm gonna set you guys back down and keep going so Tyler doesn't think I'm just being lazy.
You got inside my mind, now I'm wide awake at night. Put me aside, I wasn't worth your time. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. But I wanted to fall in love so bad. Like in the movies or the dreams. You're like in the movies or the dreams. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. Oh, I should've known, should've let you go. But I wanted to fall in love so bad. Like in the movies or the dreams. You're like in the movies or the dreams.
Okay guys, we're after a long day, a couple of things to tidy up, but we've done really well, especially for Tyler and I, to kind of keep it tidy as we go. A little bit of dash rework to do, but we noticed, but we're gonna go for a fire here and see what she does. Hopefully it just fires right up and idles nice. Yeah, you can hold that. Yeah.
I'll turn this on and see it better. There we go.
Going for fire in the hole. Dead.
Nope. Bad connection. Do it again.
No, like I'm dead. Like it's popped the fuse. That little blue wire. There we go.
We're backfiring. We got it wired in wrong.
What's wired in wrong? Oh!
I'm sorry. I can't get words out right now. I'm sorry.
Coil?
Well, it's 1 through 4, right? Unless it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got it 4, 3, 2, 1.
There you go. So
Yeah.
not firing now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on. Easy fix. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Yeah, that's what's going on. Oh. I need a small screwdriver, Tyler.
Sorry, I can't get words out right now.
Have you eaten? Thank you.
Oh, you got it?
Well, you got it.
I don't know if that's small enough.
Oh yeah, I just gotta get them all disconnected. Okay, so 1, correct? That's what we're gonna go with?
Yep.
Where's that flashlight? This is gonna be 1 here. One. Ooh, broken nail. That's all good. That one's not plugged in.
You should put that in the video.
What?
Put that in the video.
Two. These need to be seated. Oh no, they are seated.
Yeah, they're seated.
Seated. 4. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Well, I heard that backfire through the intake, or through the exhaust, and I knew right away.
Helps, guys, when you got the firing order correctly.
I should just be a cameraman and you don't fucking hold the thing. A lot easier.
Well, that's how bigger YouTube channels work, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I don't care.
take 2. I wonder if it's on the distributor wrong. Because this picture shows 1 is below 2 and 3 is to the right.
Well, I feel like I hear a vacuum leak.
4. 2. That's why. What? This is number 2.
Okay. So 2 and 4 are mixed?
2 and 1 are mixed.
Those are on 2 cylinders.
Yeah, it was running on 2 cylinders, yep.
Don't worry, they're all recording.
Oh, that's how these projects go,
I
right?
had to push the play button again.
Yeah.
After I figured it out.
And it sounds like it has a vacuum leak, Tyler, when that intake tube's off, because it's pulling right past that IAC, right?
Well, the intake tube was on.
Oh. Then yeah, we probably have a vacuum leak somewhere. Okay. So 1 is on the bottom, 3 is on the bottom right, 3.
Yeah.
That's number 4, which is right here.
Yeah.
And then 2 is going to here.
Oh, that's 1.
No, this should be 2. 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1. Okay, let's try that again.
Alright, take 3.
Tube on or off?
What?
Tube on. Hold on, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that sounds better already.
Of course, the first time I hooked it up on the plug wires, guys, I did hook them up backwards. I hooked 1 as 4 and 4 as 1, so nothing fired. That's why we just had a no fire, and we had a backfire at some point. Then the second fire, number 1 and number 2 were backwards. So on the distributor, 2 is on the top. I put it as 1 is on the top. So that's why it was running on 2 cylinders. Now you can hear it running on 4. We do think with a bit of running time that maybe it'll clear itself out. I'm gonna see if there's a, some of these ECMs do have a bit of a reset system for them, so maybe I'll do a reset on it. But otherwise, guys, we're happy with where things are at for tonight. Make sure you like, subscribe the video, and yeah, just pay attention. We're more content coming up. Hopefully we can get the rest of the interior put back together, and we can have start having some fun with this car. Catch you on the flip side.